So you want to become an entrepreneur, but you don't know how? As an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss. You don't have someone who tells you what to do, where to do it, and when to do it. These are really the benefits of being an entrepreneur, but are also at the same time the downside of it. Because it's pretty hard if you don't know what to do and when to do it and stuff like these. And because of those facets of entrepreneurship, most people don't know how to become one, or they struggle becoming one. So in this video I'll show you how to become an entrepreneur, respectively improving as an entrepreneur. So at first we need to find out what is entrepreneurship. My definition of entrepreneurship is someone who solves a problem. If you are a really good entrepreneur, you solve a problem that many people have, which are willing to pay you a lot for solving this problem. And to put the cherry on top of that, you are solving this problem with very little time effort and with low costs. So for me, this is like the basic understanding of what entrepreneurship is. Now, as an entrepreneur, you have to make money from that. You have to be profitable, so otherwise you're ruining yourself. So really the first step is finding out which problem you want to solve and for who. And as I said, they need to want to pay you for that. I know that's easier said than done, but you can search on the internet, get some inspiration what other people are doing, and really try to make this fit for you. And just try out. Try things people are telling you what to do on the internet. Try those things. If it doesn't work, go to the next thing. Work out by yourself where your interests are and what are your strengths, and then try to find out where are problems which can be solved with that skill, with your knowledge, with your interest. And then ask yourself, how can you put those interests to work? If you don't know where your interests are, or you don't know your strength, or don't have any, what I don't think, but maybe you just still don't know them, then I would suggest you just going on the internet, searching for things other people are doing, and just trying the first best thing. Maybe the first thing will work and you really will like it, but don't expect that. Just Google on YouTube. There are so many informations on YouTube, or also in podcasts, or just in blogs. You can really learn from the internet. That's really great nowadays, that you really can learn pretty much everything on the internet. You just have to take your time and really learn and really hustle. And that is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship isn't easy. It is like so many people tell you online, this is so easy. These are most of the time people who are trying to sell you a course. It is not the case. Entrepreneurship is very hard. And some courses are probably not so bad. Some are really bad. So really watch out for this. And as I said, on the internet you can learn so much. It is great. There are pretty much two main types of businesses. First one is B2B. You have a business which solves a problem for another business. And there is B2C, business to customer. So you have a business which solves a problem for normal customers. So if you now know which problem you're solving and which type of business you are, and how to also make money from solving this problem, this is really then the start of your entrepreneurial business journey. This is also where I am approximately right now with my business. And this is pretty exciting, because then you are really doing what entrepreneurial people are doing. You are solving problems. Of course, as I said, there is this one big problem which you are solving for a business or for a customer, but as an entrepreneur there are always problems, like small problems in your business that you have to tweak, that you have to improve, that you have to solve. So now we're at the start, and this is where my magic formula is coming to play. I'm actually also now in the really beginning of starting a business, and I'm also applying this formula. Actually, I'm recording and capturing this journey here on YouTube and also on Instagram, so go follow me on Instagram. As I said, I'm still also at the beginning. You really get insights from someone who isn't already pretty successful and just tells you, hey, look, it's so easy, blah blah blah. Because I know your struggle, I'm also at the beginning. My aim with this YouTube channel is also to just motivate you, show you how I'm doing, and to show you how you can do that too. So let's get back to my magic formula. My magic formula. This was a pretty good cliffhanger to getting my ads for my Instagram and YouTube done. So let's go. So my magic formula is just solving the next biggest problem. So it is really hard to distinguish between a problem you need to solve now and problems you can solve later down the line. But this is the magic formula. This is what it is all about. You need to find out what your next biggest problem to solve is, and then you solve that, and then you think about which is the next problem, and then you solve that, and then I think you understand what I mean. So I think this is one of the hardest parts, because you are always being confronted with your self-doubt and not knowing what to do next. Because of that, you have to write down all the steps that are important to solve the problem, and then you need to order which of those steps, which of those problems you need to solve first, and always try to solve the biggest problem next. So for example, today I had a problem with my self-doubt, and then I just searched for YouTube videos that are tackling this kind of self-doubt. This is just what it is about. You have a problem, you tackle it, you overcome it, and then you get the next problem. Afterwards, I had a problem and I didn't know how to do something with pricing, you know? And then I just researched a little bit. What are other people doing? Then I called someone who knows a little bit about that, and then I talked with her a little bit on how I could structure this pricing, and then I solved this problem. And this is all what it's all about. You're solving this problem. And what is so important, don't stop. Don't stop solving the problems. And if you really hate solving problems, then probably entrepreneurship is not the right thing for you, because as I said at the beginning, entrepreneurship is all about solving problems. Sometimes, of course, it is very hard to solve a problem, and sometimes, of course, it is pretty hard to stay motivated, especially if you trying to find a solution and can't find one. But I encourage you to stay on track. Try to really find the solution. And at some point you will find it, and then you will be happy, and then you will get the next problem. But this is what it is all about, solving problems. So I really encourage you writing down the steps you need to take, and then deciding, then after really carefully looking at all of those problems, then deciding which problem to tackle next. You should rather doing that for like 1 hour than trying to tackle the next problem and then staying at this problem, for example, for 2, 3, 4 days, and then at the end realizing, yes, great to have this problem solved, but then you realize this doesn't get you anywhere at the moment. Probably later down the line it is good to have this problem solved, otherwise you shouldn't solve it at all if it wouldn't be important. But if it wasn't the most important one, that's really bad. If you are at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, if you want to start, also a very important thing is your mindset, because you are the foundation, you are the head of your business. You build your business, and so it's very important that also you are building on yourself. And if you don't want to miss out on the motivation, on the information, and just on this good energy that I'm trying to convey, then you know what to do. And so we'll see each other on Instagram or in the next one.